Are you ready?
I am so ready.
Okay, our next guest hit stardom at a young age with a breakout role on Nickelodeon's hit show Big Time Rush, along with a spot in one of the most popular boy bands in the world. So now he's making waves every week in front of millions of adoring fans on ABC's Dancing with the Stars. Joining us via satellite from Los Angeles, California, please welcome James Maslow.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
We are great.
We are so happy to have you with us today. Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us. So, James.
I'm stoked to be here. Thanks for having me.
All right, so the big partner
What's up?
switch happened last night. What was it like dancing with Cheryl compared to Peta?
It was actually very cool. Both Cheryl and Peta ultimately, have the same idea and same goal. They want to make me look as good as I can possibly look. But they have two very different approaches in how they do it. But I got to say, it was a great experience, and it was nice to see how a different professional dancer works.
Yeah, I was really impressed. I thought everybody was such a great sport in terms of switching partners and then cheering on their partners, their regular partners. But you and Peta have a little history off the dance floor. So was there any jealousy there last night seeing her dance with figure skater Charlie White? Be honest.
At the beginning, it was one of those things like, what if he does better than me? He's an amazing dancer. In fact, in terms of the guys, he's probably my biggest competition. But then as we started getting into it and realizing the difficulties of learning a new dance in just a few days with a new partner, we really were rooting for each other. And by the way, when they did their dance, it was amazing. And I feel like the judges were a little hard. Both Peta and Charlie killed it last night. So, we were rooting for each other. No jealousy at all. Okay,
and you killed it last night. You were working it out on the dance floor. And that moment when nearly kissed Cheryl, it was just like...
Yes, tell us about that moment, James.
Tell us.
Well, look, it's a tango. Tango's supposed to be spicy and sexy, and so, we definitely played into that. And the story going along with, the Katy Perry song Dark Horse and what we wanted to create going into the switch-up week is like, hey, we're together, she brings me in and lures me in, and then, we kind of dance together, and then she says, no thanks, we go apart, much like the switch-up. So the end, she brings me in, and the whole point was to get close. I think with the energy of the night, we got a little closer than we ever did during rehearsal. But hey, it happens and it's all good. And that was just because we were so into the character of it that, stuff happens when it's live.
Very passionate. And speaking of passionate and sexy, so Carrie Ann has inducted you into the Sexy Dancer Hall of Fame, James. So what we want to know
that
is...
She has.
Yes, she has. And what's the secret behind those abs? Okay, just tell us, what's the routine? What are you doing?
I like to stay active every day. Doesn't always have to be the gym, but I do enjoy going to the gym. But it can, dancing's not a bad way to sweat out a little bit, or surfing or playing sports, but it really is consistency. I exercise every day and I enjoy it. It keeps me focused. It lets me get my stress out. And a nice byproduct is, when you go to the beach, you look all right.
Well, whatever you're doing, it's working. You look hot. So
Thank you.
What we want to know is, what was going through your mind last night when Julianne Hough, who was the guest judge last night, said that Peta could help you tuck your pelvis? What were your thoughts on that?
You know what? Quite honestly, the whole tucking of the pelvis thing, that's a normal thing for dance. And it's a weird thing for guys who aren't dancers, especially guys who play sports. And I grew up playing sports. Because when you go into a squat, you kind of do stick your butt out. That's how you get down. So with Cheryl especially, she's quite a bit shorter than me. That's why I had to work on it. So automatically, Peta's going to help me just by being a little taller. But then, if she's got to bring it in, she's got to, physically move me. She actually does that all the time because she's so good at what she does that it's great. And I'm not complaining. She's a good partner to have to move you around.
All right, now we had Cody Simpson on the show last week, and he told us that he would not dance shirtless. So was there any strategizing on your part? Because you bared it all again on the dance floor last night.
I wore what is that called, a bolero jacket without a shirt, and it wasn't too much, I don't think. But you know what, Cheryl literally said, like, hey, this is the idea, and normally with a tango you'd have a bolero jacket and you wear a shirt, and you're not going to wear a shirt. So I think she had thought that through a little bit. And you know what, I work hard every day to be in great shape, and I think that the fans and the producers and everybody were very excited about it when I even let my shirt open in the salsa. So hey, anytime there's a Latin dance and it calls for it, you know, it's cool. And by the way, I'm not the first guy to let their shirt come open in a Latin dance. Look at Dancing with the Stars. It's very common for dancing.
No, that's true. We just enjoy seeing when yours comes open, and we thank Cheryl for that decision.
We do, and makes us think, you know, well, what's Cody hiding? You know, what's Cody hiding? And James, will you take your shirt off right now for us? No, just kidding. You don't have to.
No, he was thinking
Unless you
about it.
want
Why
to.
did you
I was
start
going
it?
to until you said just kidding. I literally was about to start unbuttoning, but if you don't want me to, that's fine.
We got all day, James. We can just hang out if you want.